Already on camera.
How would you like to be referred to on the channel?
Let's see. I think just fine.
Okay.
Just fine.
We're not going with Mudduck.
Or Mudduck. Mudduck's fine. My code name. Yes. Alias.
The code name for the guy who finds it all.
Yeah, the guy who finds it all.
I am relic hunting on a permission with the world famous Mudduck. We're going to see what kind of relics the Virginia ground will give up today. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh my. You see what I see, don't you?
There was chain, about a 6-inch piece of chain sitting there on the bottom.
I had a 99 that went to a 75 and now it's gone. What in the heck? Uh-oh. You seeing green? Look at that. Oh, baby. Shotgun shell?
Yep.
Is it?
Daggone it.
I'm going to have a nice target. I got a nice... Please still be in the hole.
Yes, sir.
What are you getting?
Nice, consistent 82, 83, 84. That's going to be a button.
It's either a Mississippi button or a 30 caliber modern bullet.
Oh, man. Just popped it out. I have no idea what it is.
Oh, nice.
I have no idea.
Oh.
So let's see. Pop it off. Maybe a buffalo nickel? That's what it looks like to me.
You found a buffalo, I found a buccalo.
Nice.
No, I don't think so. I think that's modern. It's got a lot of leather on it.
Oh, okay.
Although it is all brass.
It is all brass at that?
I don't know.
That's not bad.
I don't think that's iron. Can you hear it with your pen pointer?
Just barely.
Come on, Philip. You want a smaller shovel? That's deep, baby. Come on. Come on.
It was a good... Oh, shoot.
Iron?
Oh, shoot.
Dang it. Maybe it's a cannonball. Bayonet. Bayonet.
I'll take a bayonet.
In the middle of the air.
That's a big old stupid wheel. I mean, how deep is that?
That's 1.5 feet, easy.
I've got a map, Confederate map. I know it's a Union soldier using map. Hand through the map, and all he wrote was "Rebels in the woods" on the tree line that we're about to go into.
That's what I like to hear. Rebels in the woods.
In the woods.
Going to be about to be 2 more rebels in the woods.
Yeah, and sure enough, I found gardeners in the woods.
Hey, buddy. You tried to scare the tar out of me, aren't you? All right, I got a little double signal out of this hole. And I'm digging the strongest one first. And there it is. Let's see what we got. Right there. I feel it. Whoa. Uh-oh. Oh, my. You see what I see, don't you? Looks like a flat button. I can't see any design, but it's definitely... It's period. It's Civil War period. All right, good find, a little flat button.
When I found it, it was like that.
Mm-hmm.
But it's too thin to be it. If it was 24 pounder, it would be thicker than that. Oh, there's a shotgun shell.
Yeah, I found 3 or 4 of them today.
Yeah, anything between 655 to about 63, you can almost guarantee.
So we're digging a lot of shotgun shells and modern stuff here, even though we know we're in a... Oh, is that it? Another shotgun shell. This one's right on the surface. I can hear it right there. Daggone it. A little 22 slug. Okay, we got something right here that must be giant because I'm getting a reading up here. It's either a cannonball or a big hunk of iron or something. Oh, look at that. Axe head. I don't think the guy got much use out of that before he lost it. Well, let's go weigh my pants down on the way out. When I find it in the field, I always call it farm iron. I guess here we're going to have to call it woods junk.
Yep.
The master of the 12 gauge.
Yeah, I can tell. I can hear it, man.
Is it a shotgun shell?
Oh, yeah.
Does it say 12 GA on it?
Yeah, 12th Georgia.
12th Georgia button.
12th Georgia. I got plenty of them.
He says this one ain't no shotgun shell.
It don't sound like one.
You got a bullet? Oh, modern.
Modern. Nah, I ain't found a bunch of those.
You know, you're not worth turning the camera on for.
Seriously.
We've been finding a lot of modern junk. Funny thing about this site, though, it's given up a couple of really nice relics. But they're so few and far between. Whatever it is, it's shallow. Wait a minute. Is this going to be the only Civil War bullet I'll dig all day? Oh, no. Daggone modern bullet that's been flattened. Got a pretty good little signal here for a change. And it seems to be kind of deep, so that is, I don't know what. Oh, that's a folded up button. Shank on the back. I thought it was a shotgun shell. Just a couple of feet where I dug that last flat button. And I'm getting another good signal here. Let's see if it came out of the hole with that. Nope, but it's reading really good. Something right there. I don't know what it is. Ye old fishing weight. So another good signal here. Do we have another fishing weight? Or do we have another button? Probably in one of these clods. Let's do it the old-fashioned way. Not that one. Not that one. This one. This one. This one. This one. Looks like a little piece of lead. Yeah. Just a little piece of melted lead. Okay, not hearing it yet. Oh, there's something. What is that? Another little flat button. Broken shank. Very smooth. I don't know what that's made of. That makes 3 flat buttons today. That one's good. That one's been in 2. And that's the one I just dug. It's not a bad day if I can shake that bottle and hear something. It's probably modern trash. We're right up against a house. What in the world? Oh my goodness. Well, there's your pull tab for the day. This is really deep. And there's something. It's big, whatever it is. I see iron now. Obviously there's a piece of iron, and obviously it's very deep. I mean, I'm sure this is junk, but once you go this far, you feel like you're invested. And you at least want to know what it is. Man, I don't know what that is. But I'm not going to give up on it. Man, whatever it is, it doesn't want to come out of there. Oh, wow. So there it is, and it will not come out of there. I did find 2 flat buttons beside that little shed thing. I sure would like to know what that is. I can't get it out. You want to see it before I cover it up?
Jack point, more of that jack line. I'm getting metal roof pieces, man.
What?
I've been getting metal roof pieces.
Oh.
A drum set for the kid. That's not a gift. That's a attack. Got the exact same stand in my office for my microphone.
Again, where's my button? You tried to steal my button? Did you give me my button back?
Yes. Like that. Only thing I held was that little.
No, you had the one that you said, is it pewter or zinc?
Oh, sorry, I stole it.
Daggone it! I can't believe you did that.
Yeah, sorry.
But I did manage to pull 3 little flat buttons and a giant axe head, which I'm going to have to stop at Lowe's on the way home and get a handle for.
Look at that crushed eagle button. Little cuff button with some.
It's got a pretty, like a flower button.
Yeah.
It's got a pretty design.
This was like a little. It's got the little hook there on the back, like a little something probably attached to leather.
Yeah. That one I didn't see. What's that?
That's just a little flat button.
Has it got anything on the front?
Nope. Just flat.
Okay.
Black. Buffalo nickel and a 46 silver quarter. That's it.
And your spoon.
And my spoon.
I'm glad I finally got to famous Mudduck on the Battlefield Walker channel.
It's good to be on the Battlefield Walkers channel. My kids love your show.
As well they should.
Yeah, they should. That's right.
I love your kids. We know there's stuff out here, but it's just so few and far between. Few period items. And it ain't always 12.5 bullets and 6 buttons. Although we got more than 6 buttons, so I guess we did all right.
Yep. That was all good.
Hey guys, welcome to the new and improved relic room. In a few weeks I'm going to show you more of it and give you a little bit of a tour, but for now let me just say that today's hunt wasn't the best. We were hunting in an area that we knew was not a battlefield and it was not a campsite, but we knew that Civil War soldiers had traveled that route. I want to share with you today the idea that relics are where you find them. You don't always dig them up. This is a favorite of mine. Years ago, I was probably only 17 or 18, and I was in an antique shop just browsing around through their junk heaps. In this particular box was no Civil War relics, but it was an ambrotype photo of just a young man. Nothing spectacular about it except that it was in very good condition. And I looked at this ambrotype photo. Again, this was probably 1978, 1979, and it was $2. And I thought to myself, if the descendants of this man knew that such a beautiful, clear image of him could be found, it would be priceless to them. And so something made me just buy it. When I got home, I thought, I wonder if there's a name or anything written under the photo that might help me identify this guy. So I pulled the little brass frame out of the photo, and imagine my surprise when inside was a paper photo of a little girl. And it had been cut out of a larger photo. It was obviously much newer than the ambrotype photo because it was a paper photo. And I looked at it closely, and maybe it's my imagination, but I just felt like I could see some resemblance between the two. And I wondered if this was a later years picture of this man's daughter. Be that as it may, that's not all that was in the back of the photo. There was something written on the paper behind the photo. And it's hard to read today, but with magnification you can see what it says. It's dated June 7th, 1862. And there's a poem written in this, and there's no names. I have no idea who this guy is. But there's a poem written there, and I've always wondered if it was written by his mother, his wife, his daughter. And I wondered if perhaps, since this was June 7th, 1862, I wondered if this was maybe a picture, a photograph made before he went off to war. He's obviously not in uniform, and all that is conjecture, of course. But when you read the poem, it sure makes you wonder. The poem says, "The shadows caught, the features clear, yet all but naught when substance near." The shadows caught. In other words, I can see what's here. Through this wonderful new technology of photography, I can hold this and look at my son or my husband or my father. Even though he's hundreds of miles away, I can see his face. The shadows caught, the features clear. But then those last two lines, yet all but naught, yet all of it's nothing, yet all but naught when substance near. It's a wonderful thing to be able to look at my loved one in this photograph, but yet this photograph would mean nothing if the substance of the man was standing beside me. I just think that's really, really deep and impressive. And maybe I've done too much guessing, too much assumption, but that's part of the fun of collecting antiques or relic hunting or any of it, trying to figure out what's the story behind what you're holding. I'm glad you went with Mudduck and I on this little adventure today, and hope you enjoyed the video. I would appreciate it if you did enjoy it, if you would like and subscribe. And we'll go relic hunting again a week or 10 days. Until then, I'm the Battlefield Walker. Be good, say your prayers.